easiest way to get one of these Ferraris or GTR or C63, whatever you want. All you have to do in 2018 is take all your money that you have right now and invest it into Bitcoin.
What? Wait, no. It's Ethereum, right?
Dude, that's horrible advice. Okay, look, a lot of these Bitcoin's like what, 10 grand? These people don't have 10 grand. Smaller, lower price has more potential to continue to go up.
Okay, so just
don't listen to this guy.
If just invest your money like into some sort of coin or something like that, and you can get a Ferrari.
no, but really, let's really tell them how they can get a Ferrari though. Like, what do people need to actually get a Ferrari instead of a Honda Civic? Because I mean, the way that I think of it, you cannot have a Ferrari with a Honda Civic work ethic. People out there are working at McDonald's and they basically position themselves in that point in life. They say, hey, I'm gonna go work at McDonald's. I'm only as good as making $10 to $15 an hour. It really makes sense.
You know what's funny about that too? I know someone who does work, well, he works at Taco Bell. It's not an easy job, okay? And they work like 12 to 13 hours a day. That's a lot. That's more than most entrepreneurs, to be honest. Like a lot of people, just leveraging. Right. So they might put in the work, and it is hard work, but it's not in the right vehicle. I don't mean vehicle like this. I mean vehicles in the business, okay? What are you doing? So I feel like people just need to focus on the right thing, and most people never, they're just pushed in to get in a job, right? Regular things. You have to have the balls to actually go do it.
I think really one of the biggest things is that so many people are accustomed to like the normal things, average things, because that's just what they've been told. That's just what they've been surrounded by. Like right now, like we got a Tesla pulling in, so we're in Orange County right now in front of a Ferrari dealership. We got the GTR, we have a C63 AMG. This is now becoming like our new normal. But like, who else has this inside their life? And since they don't really have this and they don't really see this, all they think is possible is the Hondas and Civics, like all that type of stuff, because that's what they've been accustomed to, and that's what people tell them, like, hey,
that's what their parents had growing up.
Go to school, get good grades, buy a decent car that gets good gas mileage. That's what people say.
They have to fill it up every day.
Right?
You got that GTR for what, a few months?
Yeah, like 6 months, 7 months.
It probably feels like what, nothing now? It's just a car.
Yeah, it's just a car, bro.
After I got my M4, 2 weeks later, I'm like, it's just a car.
Yeah, hey,
it was not what I thought.
17 years old has an M4, by the way.
Yeah, and now out here I got this rented for the weekend just while I'm in LA. Last minute trip. Yeah, it's cool, it's fun, but it's nothing. It's just a car. You realize that I'm already looking at the level up. We're at the Ferrari dealership. So it's like, it's really just levels to it. So it's like my screensavers are already updated with the next car, Huracan. So like, in a few months, it's just a constant progression.
One of the things that my mentor told me is make the move before you're ready. So even though you don't feel ready to start your business yet, you don't feel ready to to invest in this event yet, or to invest in this meeting, or whatever it is, you don't feel ready yet, make the move. Because when you make the move, that's what's gonna get you like uncomfortable to be able to grow, to like get to that next level. It's just like you're in the gym, you're working out, you're not ready to hit 2 plates, 225 before time going in there. But if you make the move before you're ready, you try it, after obviously working your way up, and you keep trying it every time you hit the gym, eventually you're gonna get it, as long as you keep building your way up there.
And even if you make the move, you have to keep making moves, because there's certain businesses where there is a cap. Okay, I've had, whether it's Shopify stores, different businesses, agencies, whatever, like if you live in a small town, it's tough getting clients. Yeah, you can use the internet or whatever, but there's businesses where, let's say, you can only make 10 grand a month. That's great, but if you keep working, you might hit that cap. So now you have to do something else, expand, keep making more moves. And yeah, you could lose everything you built or lose a lot of money by continuing to try new things, but you have to do that in order to grow. And it's not a choice.
Bro, I never understood that, how people can go into a job and they basically they go into a job and they look at the manager, whoever it may be, and they say, okay, this is where the manager is in this position in the job, that's how far I'm able to get.
That's the goal.
Yeah,
now they see.
Now with the business, there's a limited potential. You can go as far, as high as you want.
Right.
We were driving today and we saw a $1.2 million car. We whip a hard U-turn, illegal a little bit, and go next to them and go say what's up. Like, just connect with those people. You can pull over anyone. I'm sure if someone stops you, comes up, you'll say what's up. They can ask a question. Just even surround yourself with that. People who drive these cars are just regular people. They're not typically dicks like what you guys are conditioned to think on social media. So just say what's up. Surround yourself with those vibes. That's it.
I think a lot of people too, man, they see these cars and they think it's like a status quo of somebody's income. And that's why some people think like they're dicks or something like that. A lot of times, I talked about it last night on my Snapchat, but like the car is more about who you have to become as a person, the goals you have to achieve. So like I was saying, I've been telling people like my dream car was a McLaren for the longest time. Maybe you guys see my video of me talking about McLaren in front of the McLaren dealership, and people are like, why don't you get it? They think it's like something that I can't afford it, but it's like this week,
you could afford it.
I could put a down payment down and make fucking payments for a year within like 1 week's work. So it's not that, necessarily that, but it's the fact that I'm not who I want to be. I haven't, achieved all these dreams. I haven't, put in the work. I don't feel like I'm self-deserving yet to go and get that car. So I want to.
If you jump up to the top right away, it kind of takes away the fun of the ride.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So it's all about like the journey, not necessarily the destination. information. So that's what you guys are gonna like realize while you're growing, while you're building, while you're going on your business. You guys are all looking for these $1 million years, these $100,000 months because you see people doing it on social media. That's not what it's about.
You can do it though, but it will take you years to get there. Like I've been doing stuff, you know, trying just the wrong vehicle, wrong businesses for like 5-6 years. Literally, when I was 12, I was trading stocks full-time every single day. I made $34,000 in one day. Lost it all, but like learning, trying the right thing. So, I mean, just testing those things, and now, I mean, everything for me is scaled in the last 4 months.
Oh yeah.
4 months, I would consider I went from zero, like I was making like $3 to $5 grand a month all year, and now I'm at like 40 to 50,000 a month, like consistently. And so scaling from that point, and I'm just continuing to scale that. That's literally what it is. That's it.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is, I think one of the things exactly like what you're saying is a lot of people see just because new people are getting started and they're seeing like some sort of crazy results, it doesn't mean like they just like went from average Joe working at McDonald's and in 4 months they're making like all this money. Like these people first developed the mindset, they got around the right people, they made the sacrifices. There's tons of months and years behind that you don't see that develop them to a person that's able to achieve what they're doing. So everyone's like, oh, what's the secret strategy? What's the step-by-step? And there is certain things that will obviously give you a slight advantage, but if you're not ready mentally, you're not ready, you know, by putting yourself, like I said, in that situation to be willing and ready to grow, then it doesn't matter what steps, what simple things you fucking follow, you're not gonna fucking do it, like, because you're just not ready. You know, all these other people put in that work somewhere else, and it's developed them to be able to go in, you know, like Hayden, and boom, fucking 4 or 5 months, make fucking that type of money, but it's because he's been preparing himself for the last few years.
It's a gentle scale with an exponential curve. That's literally all it is. So, I mean, putting in the work, you know, you might be grinding for years and then you finally get a car. Getting that car felt damn good, I guarantee you. It did for me too.
I cried.
Exactly, yeah, no, yeah. So like, consistently, like if you put in that work and then all these people thought you were crazy, stupid, whatever, wasting your time, that's what I was consistently told by teachers, friends, parents, literally, every single day. And now that you have it, their mindset changes. Now everybody's your friend.
Now they want to say congratulations.
Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation.
Everybody, they want to, yo, help me with this. No, fuck you.
Now they're in the DMs, the 99 plus. Yo, bro, my bad about 6 months ago. How can you help me?
No, yeah, I have people that just, yo, teach me how to make money. I'm like, yeah, go get a job. There you go, that's it. Like, I'll be a dick about it. Like, that's it. That's when your supercar owners would be a dick.
Yeah.
You know,
because everybody's looking for that get rich quick, that simple overnight. Like, we did an event in New York, and I completely fucking snapped on a lot of people. I mean, no disrespect to you if you were at the New York event and you're watching this, but I'm watching the event. I was one of the last speakers, and I see everybody going, they're talking, they're giving the tips, you know, how to run an agency, how to start an e-commerce business, how to do marketing, and everybody's taking notes. The second somebody says, this is how I wired my mindset, these are the things I did on a daily basis, like this was the process I went through to make sure that my mindset was ready to run my business, everybody puts their pens down. I'm like, why is nobody taking notes on like the actual mindset and actual like fucking habits that these people did to get there? They just want to know the step 1, step 2, you know, the targeting.
You're focused on the money, but do you know what you have to do in order to get the money?
Yeah.
It's mindset, building the habits, the foundations. Every single day, the biggest thing I do before I go to bed at about 1 a.m. every single day, I have a couple whiteboards in my room. I have one that sits on the ground, rested against the wall. When I walk over to my desk in the morning, I see it every single morning. So before I go to bed, I write down the main 5 to 7 things I have to do that day, and I have to do them. That way, you're pre-scripting out your day, so you're not reactionary to what's happening.
Right.
You know, if someone needs something, you know, you have to get that done. So you're not like, oh, you know, I can push this off till tomorrow. That's been one of the biggest things for me. That's literally the biggest thing. But that might not work for you.
Right.
That's what you have to identify.
You gotta find a different process.
Exactly.
For me personally, what I do is I'll actually write like what I know I need to do like the entire week in terms of like priority. So like most important, second most important, yada yada yada, and write everything down. But I write that down for my daily to-do list. So now because I see everything, I'm like, holy fuck, I gotta get fucking moving. So everything is now, I increase the speed and productivity because like for me, if I had less things, maybe it's because I'm ADHD, but if I have less things, I'm like, oh, I only got 4 things, and I can kick it a little bit, I can do this, I know, I know I get this done. But when I see everything, I'm just like, I gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do da.
And for some people too, that might overwhelm them. So you know, you gotta break it down smaller. I don't do like 50 tasks because I would probably end up procrastinating all of them because it doesn't seem realistic for me.
Yeah.
And for you might only do 3. So start small. People try and jump in. All right, I've never gone to the gym in my life. Let's go 2 hours a day. No, start with 15 minutes a day. I go to the gym every other day at this point for about 30 to 45 minutes. A month ago, it was only for 15 minutes, but I went every other day building that consistency. It's the habit. Even if I would literally shoot hoops for 5 minutes, that's it. I went there, I went to the locker room, I changed, I did my stuff, and left. That's it. It's the habits and it's the consistency you have to build up. Again, exponential growth curve. That's it.
Because of social media, like there's so many opportunities. There's so like, there's no excuse to not make money today. Like, this is what I tell people.
There's so many ways.
And this is what I tell people. I'm like, look, there's at least one thing in this entire world that you are better than 90% of the world. And if you tell 100% of the people in the world, you're gonna find people that's gonna create a market. That's your opportunity to sell, to provide a service, to teach whatever it is, to like sell something. If you make something to sell, like there's so much opportunity. Like if you're fucking super good at video games, if you know how to paint fucking rocks cool, there's people that like that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's so much opportunity. So like if you are saying, I can't do it, I don't have money, or I wasn't, you know, put in a situation like you kind of got lucky. Like so many people have so many excuses, bro. They tell me like I get so many long messages of their whole life story. This happened to my dad, this happened to my mom, I have no money,
Everybody has a struggle.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, cool, bro. Like, you want me to feel bad for you? I'm like, that just sounds like a better fucking story for when you make it to inspire other people to fucking work hard.
Which is an advantage.
Yeah, so I was like, you actually have it, you know, better than me. I was like, shit, my dad's a doctor, nobody feels fucking bad for me. I was like, you know, they didn't give me nothing. Obviously, I had to work for my own shit, but nobody fucking feels bad for me. You know, if I tell somebody a story, hey, dude, my dad made me pay for everything on my own, and he never bought me anything, but he's a doctor. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, he raised you right, so that's why you
grow up poor.
Yeah,
still, that doesn't
exactly. He's like, he raised you right. That's why you're reaching
dictate
success.
your future. And what you just said about like making money, there's so many ways to make money. I know a lot of you watching would be like, how? What's that one thing? Just start one thing, because there's so many things that branch off of it. So when I was starting, I'm like, I'm ready to work. I have time. I'm at my computer. What do I do? Like, you literally don't know what to do. But now it's like there's so many different things. Like, if I told you some of the projects I was actually working on, you'd be like, what the hell? I never even thought of that. Right. It's because it just comes and it develops. Yeah. So you have to just start with one thing and just branch out. It doesn't matter what it is, just go. Mow lawns, I've done that for years, since I was 8. That's how I got cash flow. Yeah. For years. Built a habit too. Put it in physical labor. I hated that.
Fuck that.
Hated it. But hey, it was a great time to listen to audiobooks and podcasts instead of music. That was also a habit, self-discipline, just building that every single day.
You know, for me, actually, it's so crazy. A lot of my business ideas and projects I'm currently working on came like on accident because of people I got introduced to or other projects I picked up. Exactly. So like literally, like certain things before that, I was like, oh, you know, I can maybe try this. It could be a cool little $500 side hustle, like, you know, 2 years ago or a year ago. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, wait, like, I can scale to this. Wait, I can do this. Wait, let me actually readjust that, tweak this, tweak that. And then all of a sudden, it's a business that's doing like $75K a month. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is supposed to be an extra $500 so I can fucking, you know, pay my fucking college dorm rent. You know what I mean? And then now it's like all these different things. But it's like, I would have never gotten into these new opportunities today if I didn't start with that small little thing that led here, that led here, that led here. And
it's a tree branch. It just branches off. So start with that one point. It really doesn't matter where it is. It's all going to lead into, eventually you'll hit all the same points. That's it.
What would you guys say was like your guys' kind of like big breakthrough?
I mean, just figuring out my why, what really made me wake up every morning and realizing that no one was really going to be there for me at the end of the day. I had to put it on myself and really push myself to go further. And I mean, just growing up, I was always a problem child, getting in trouble. I really had like a fucked up childhood, and I always told myself that my past isn't going to define my future.
Right.
And I always held myself accountable because no one else would be there to hold it accountable. So I mean, just having a real strong why, a reason to go harder every day is what made me stay consistent and really want it more and more every day.
Yeah.
Really just focus on what I wanted. I realized that I'm only going to live once. I don't think that we're going to live twice. I really don't think so, if you want to be honest. But I mean, so many people nowadays are just wasting their time, and we all have the same time in a day, and some people are bringing more value than others, and that's why some people are making more than other people are making. And people always ask, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I just bring value. I get into show other people how they can reach success, what I have done, what I've implemented in my life to get results like nice cars and be around people like this that inspire me and motivate me.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, what were your grades like in school?
Oh, I got D's and F's.
Exactly, he had no other option. That's why he did it.
I actually never picked up my diploma from high school when I graduated.
I don't know if I'm going to finish. I still don't. You just don't have another option. Think right now, for the last 6 months, 12 months, whatever, what's something you've done every single day without failure? I guarantee you it's very few things. The gym, I bet you've missed a day. But no, like consistency. So for me, in the last these couple months, I posted a YouTube video every single day. I might not have filmed and edited a YouTube video every day. Maybe I doubled up.
Yeah.
But I posted every single day. That's one thing. E-commerce, I learned something about it every single day. Try and identify those little things. Even if it takes you 5 minutes, write it down and make sure you do it every single day. That's what's gonna build the habit, that's it.
Like when I first got started, dude, I was soaked into information like for hours and hours. Like that's all I thought about. Like it dominated my entire thoughts, and because it dominated my thoughts, it dominated my actions, and like my entire life, my entire day revolved around going towards that goal. So literally, like, even still today, like, dude, if I'm fucking taking a shit, I'm on my phone fucking researching. You know, I'm not fucking watching fucking little funny videos on Instagram or some shit. I'm always like learning, so I can have, and I have these like really in my pocket right now.
And you need
I have the AirPods. I literally probably wear them like 6 to 8 hours a day. I'm just consuming content all day, podcasts, audiobooks, and I have the upper hand on like literally like 100% probably of my competition, because I'm just consuming more information than them. So I kind of know where everybody's thought process is. I can see where history repeats itself, and I can catch trends. I can write off trends. So it's that type of thing. Just me being able to do more, just I understand more. Like, so I'm trying to learn from like a teacher's perspective, actually understanding it, compared to learning like a student perspective where you just kind of know something.
And there's two sides to it. There's learning information and then actually executing on it.
Right.
So in the beginning, I'd recommend focusing on just learning, because you have nothing to execute upon. Back to like, you know, what he said about, you know, there's so many ways to make money. If you don't know any and you're not actually doing any, just go learn. But you don't want to always be learning. Obviously, you always learn, but not 14 hours a day. You have to execute.
Right.
You know, as much as I want to read books, I'm not a big reader, but like I like that information.
Right.
I'd like to, but I'm like, all right, I'm too busy building out this software. I have to do that. Take action to get it. Exactly. So it's like, and I know this guy doesn't sleep at all. Like, I like my sleep a little bit, but you know, putting in that work. But you also have to find a balance to learn as well once you're further down the road.
No, 100%. And I'll tell you what, man. You're gonna sacrifice some hours. You're gonna sacrifice some days. You're gonna sacrifice some weeks. But I swear to God, it'll be worth it, man.
Oh,
like literally, like, so even like yesterday, a couple of my buddies hit me up. Dude, all my buddies making 6 figures, some 6 figures a month, and like, let's go out, let's hit the club tonight, let's get bottle service, yada yada yada. And I'm just like, I'm cool, bro. I got stuff to work on. I'm up freaking 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, bringing stuff out. You know, up again at like 11 o'clock, doing it all over again. And it's like, the reason why is because I'm doing the same things that got me to where I'm at. You know, when I first started, when I was first in college, before I was making this kind of money, before I dropped out, that was my hustle, that was my grind. And just because if I think I make it, you know, and if I stop doing the things that got me to where I'm at, then I'm gonna lose momentum, and I'm not gonna gain that upper edge on the competition, because everybody starts to slow down, they start to slack off when you actually start making it. But I'll tell you what though, when I had, you know, crazy big months, or when I've had super big accomplishments, I fucking celebrate, man. I fucking travel, you know, buy new cars, you know,
I've had my best
fun.
month ever, biggest month ever. I picked up one of my dream cars, and I just came out to LA for the weekend, rented this car, and like, I'm telling you, even, you know, I got this dropped off at the airport. Driving from the airport, like, even that, it's like, I don't think about any of the previous 5 years of bullshit I've gone through, even though I'm gonna consistently still go through that stuff. But it's like, it was all worth it. Everything. I get a car delivered. I bought a car without having ever seen it.
Yeah.
Bought it, got it repainted, shipped it up, and immediately everything was working. I was like, and even obviously that's a monetary goal, but it was the freedom to be able to do that.
It's the whole thought process of who you are. And when I drive this car, because dude, 18 months ago, I was literally driving like a Toyota 2 Tundra. Like, I don't know if this, like,
I didn't even have a car.
Like that. Like, oh no, that's brand new. Never mind. That shit was new. But it was a truck. I don't really know what I mean. Okay, we're good. But I was driving like a piece of shit truck. And some people, so I told people it's a piece of shit truck before. It is. Paint jobs all whack. Tires fucking pop every few days. And people be like, bro, you're lucky you drive a fucking Toyota 2 Tundra. I'm like, dude, it's $2,000. You work a minimum wage job. You can save up for that shit in a few months. You know what I mean? So
I didn't even have a car.
Right? So, but that's what I was driving. And the reason why I feel like it's a piece of shit is because that's where mentally, that's not what I deserve. That's not who I am as a person. You know, I deserve more, I work harder, and that's not who I believe I am. Like, I'm not Josh Kim Madrid who drives a 2002 Toyota Tundra. That's just not who I am. But when I drive this car, bro, like, all that is like gone. Like, literally, it's just like boss mode.
Just working. It's
like this is who I am, and it's even still like, this is not really who I am. Like
you're meant to be in the P1, not just a McLaren.
Yeah, like, I'm driving right now thinking about fuck. You know, cause I drove the Aventador in Vegas around the racetrack. I'm like, yo, this kind of feels like a little Aventador right now, you know? Yeah. And so I'm always kind of like thinking that next step, but I really actually try to wipe everything that like from the past, because I know it'll like hold me back. But I still respect it, I still appreciate it for who I am today, who is everything like helps you grow. But like I try not to dwell on the past, which is why I don't go to my hometown that much anymore. Why I had to cut off some certain friends, but it's because like I don't want to dwell on that and get stuck in that. I'm so focused on where I want to go and where I am, and like the people that I'm helping and the people that are coming up with me, that I just can't let that toxic like vibe come into my like thought zone.
That's huge. Like I'm moving out within the next 45 days or so. I'm 17, still haven't finished school. Moving to California, which is, I mean, I don't consider it that ballsy, but it's a calculated risk at the end of the day. And it is tough doing it underage, legally speaking, but it's just something you have to do. Like to continue to progress, there is not one person back where I grew up who I can connect with on any level. Yeah. I know you grew up in California, so naturally there's at least someone who understands at least something. Like, and I grew up from a, you know, it's a wealthy area, and people driving McLarens, all these kids at school, Maseratis, new Jeeps. That's great, but not one of them bought it themselves.
Right.
So it's like, that's cool. Now I have one of the best cars there, and I bought it myself.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a whole different feeling.
You know, people are always like, "Oh, did you pay cash for it?" I didn't pay cash for the car. I could have paid cash for the car, my dad, I could get a 2.3% interest rate over 60 months. Why would I want to?
Yeah, it's all about leverage. That's the whole thing about being entrepreneurs. You want to leverage shit. Right. You know, you can take
I wish I could start building my credit right now.
Right? So, what is that car? It's like 50, 60K?
60, yeah.
So you can take that money and throw it into marketing. You know,
exactly.
I didn't buy this cash. People buy, oh, you bought a $100,000 cash. Fuck no, bro. I do throw that into my fucking marketing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's why I said I could get a McLaren right now. But I can literally.
I could too. It's like,
yeah, I can literally fucking get a McLaren probably what's on my normal fucking check-ins debit card right now.
But you know, would you want to be like, all right, let me get a McLaren. See, I want to get a car, like my next car, I'm not going to get my Lambo until I make more in 1 month than the entire car costs. Yeah. That's just my personal rule of thumb. That's how I'm going to do things moving forward. So. Right. And from a branding standpoint too, getting a car makes sense and all sorts of other factors with that. So it's like, you know, it makes sense and it's write-off, but it's just fun. You guys like put in the work and get this stuff. I mean, honestly, I'm looking at all these Ferraris, there's a whole fleet of them right now. Yeah, doing that. It's like, I'm gonna have that. Just give it, you know, why not? I get the Lambo first, I might get that too. Who knows?
Right?
Why not?
And I'll tell you guys,
100 of these.
I'll tell you guys one thing too that I think that's super big. I think a lot of people at this point of the video, they're probably asking, all right, you know, all that sounds cool, all that seems cool, but how do I find people like you guys? How do I get around, you know, they say associate you guys yourself with other people. How do I find people like you guys? So to address that question, because I always get it in all my comments, on my DMs, is that, so number one, there's a few different ways, but number one, I think you have to be worthy of it. So we didn't like just link up, like just because we're 3 random kids walking down the street, hey, what's up, man, let's do a video. We all had our own journey, and we all progressed to a certain point where we're worthy of being able to link up and like collaborate and do that type of things. So
like realistically, a lot of the people watching aren't worthy or whatever of hanging out with us. They're just not on the level. So it's like, why would we bring that on? You know, A, we don't know you or whatever. So you have to actually be doing stuff yourself before you can meet people. And as you're on that journey getting there, you'll meet people along the way. The law of 33%, that's the people who will be on your level throughout that entire journey.
And then as well as too, you gotta just fucking like, you want it, you gotta go fucking get it, dude. You gotta put yourself around these type of people. So when we have these networking events, when we have these meetups, when we have these seminars, whatever it is, and you're the same person that's asking that same question, why the hell have you not came to any event yet and networked? Because not necessarily networking with us, but networking with other people who are on the same level as you, who are also trying to grow. Because that's those people on your level, they're gonna go up to the next level with you, the next level with you. Like literally, I can probably say within the last few years, we probably are all at some point we're pretty similar in the same space of, you know, expertise and, you know, branding and, you know, salary, whatever it is. We're all probably somewhere in that same space in the last 2-3 years.
And now we just see each other on social media, naturally link up. We're at the same place, different events, whatever.
Yeah, just randomly.
Like,
you know,
I mean, I pulled this car. I was hanging out with him. I came back from the airport, drove down here, and I saw this in the garage in there. I'm like, oh, what's up? Like, you know, naturally now we're filming this video. So
yeah, so shit just happens.
Let's do it. Like, really. And I want you. Oh, we got an ambulance.
Sure. We'll wrap her up.
Yeah. I'm gonna do something about age.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cool, because we can chop these up too.
Yeah. You guys, one thing too, age. I know I'm 17, you're what, 20?
19.
19, exactly. Yeah. You're 20. 20. Exactly, so young people, I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, I can't go to a networking event, I can't start a business, I can't legally open a PayPal. Be resourceful, figure it out. I'm not 18, I can't legally do this stuff. You have to be resourceful and figure it out. That's not really an excuse, that's all I have to say. I don't think I'm young, I don't think I'm old. I'm just doing what I'm doing. Age means nothing to me. I genuinely don't ever reflect upon my age.
A lot of people, you know, It'll hit me up. I can't wait to start my business when I turn 18. I'm like, how old are you? 15.
You know, that's what my, okay, I'm gonna give you this. 9 months ago or so, I legally started my business. You know, I'd been making money before, but legally, neither of my parents, my mom or my dad, would not co-sign on it. They're like, no, you can focus on school and wait till you're 18. They literally said that to me. And I'm like, all right, bet. And so, drive 5 minutes to my grandpa's house. He's the homie. Hooked it up. Yeah. Co-signed on everything, bank account, like whatever I need. So it's like, be resourceful. Doesn't even have to be a family.
You can fucking find a homie. You can meet somebody at a networking event. Exactly. Obviously, you want to make sure you build trust with the individual. But it's like, it's really not that hard.
Now for doing that, my grandpa, he doesn't have a lot of money or whatever. I guarantee you, within a year or two, once I clear my first $1 million profit in 1 year, I'm taking him to the Mercedes dealership. He's getting any car he wants. Yep. I'm not letting him get a used one. He's speccing it out himself.
That's clean.
Like just for doing that. Yeah. Like being a homie about that. So
a lot of people's everybody that you meet in life, whether it's positive, whether it's negative, is gonna have some sort of impact on your life into who you are as a person. So that right there at that time might have seemed like, you know, maybe the biggest thing ever, and maybe now it might even seem like a little bit smaller because you're doing all these other things that doesn't really relate to that. But when you think back, when he thinks back, that is like a major stepping stone to where he's got.
You had to overcome that. Like that wasn't easy. I'm like thinking, what can I do? Like how can I figure this out? Like what do I need to just start the business and stuff? So it was interesting to see all that. Now it's like, you know, you want to level up. I don't want your Toyota Tundra problems. I want Ferrari problems. I don't want Mercedes problems. I want Ferrari, Bugatti problems.
Right.
So still leveling up.
I want a yacht and private jet problems.
My $300 million yacht's out of gas. There's a problem. Overcome it.
Oh shit.
Just little stuff like that.
Yeah. With that said though, guys, that's just a little rant, man. Some of the stuff that's on our mind. I encourage you guys to start, you know, whoever you're hanging out with, start like leveling up the influence and the power of your conversations. Like this type of stuff we talk about on or off camera. Like
we just free flowed. We
were talking about this and we're like, yo, turn the camera on. Like
I was like don't script it out. Like let's just go. Now, here we go. Just
yeah. So like most of your guys' conversations with your friends are probably like what party it is. Look at this girl on Instagram.
What kind of weed you gonna smoke?
Yeah, what type of weed? You know, what's the drinks? You know, what's the funniest YouTube vlogger? Like those are most people's conversations. But then at the same time, they also spend an hour a day complaining why they don't have money or why they're broke, or looking at people like us and messaging
and DMing you saying why can't I?
Yeah. And it's like, well, step one, look at what you're doing.
Take a hard look.
It doesn't add up. You know, so like I said, this is the type of shit we talk about regardless of the cameras on or off, and which is why we're consistently growing. So we wanted to give you guys like a little bit of insight, so you guys can kind of see where our heads are at and where your heads need to be at if you want to continuously grow and, you know, reach the next level. That's the key, bro. That's the key right there.
Hell yeah, you guys. So it's been a good little rant.
Oh yeah, real quick before we head out, you know, let's all plug
Instagram. Hayden Bowles 1, Instagram. Check me out. DM me. I reply to every single DM, over 300 every single day. Got you. Every
Instagram,
day.
Colt, COLT_Mosdef, MOSDEF.
And then Instagram at JetSetFly, Snapchat, Josh King Madrid. Check us out.
Hey.